people. So this morning in our staff meeting, our acting headmaster was saying, now we're going to focus. We've upped our game, and now we're going to focus on our bachelor's degrees. Now we need to push these learners for bachelor's degree, and you all go, oh, let's go for it. Okay, so yes, it is. A bachelor's pass rate for this year was 47.8%. Diploma passes, 26.8%. And higher certificate was 12.7%. So it's not bad. Lots of people are going to be standing at the universities, walk-ins, and most probably some demonstrations to get in, and what is fair and what is not fair to get into the universities. And will the universities now have space for this huge number of learners or students, ex-learners now that are wanting to study? So with me today in the studio, I have Sandile Nyirenda. He is a student at my school, George Campbell. He is our Dux. We are super proud of him. And with him is mom and dad. So it's all excitement. They are ticking a box tonight. And I'm so excited that they can be part of this. And with all the excitement of the day, they went to the ICC today. This morning, the minister had a big do there, quite fancy, I believe, and all the awards were handed out and lots of excitement, and learners were rewarded for many, many hours of work. And when I tried to phone some schools today to come on, because yesterday was a bit hectic, everybody was busy trying to sort out last-minute preparation, or that was basically trying to first day back at school and trying to get things sorted. Many of the staff and the deputies and stuff were at this event and getting their awards. So I'm sure Sumaya will get them all next week, the normal influx of multiple learners and parents and all the excitement and learners stating. But tonight is quite special with Sandile here. Sandile, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So Sandile is in my department. He's in the electrical department. Super proud, I must say. And he did digital electronics. Digital electronics is an engineering subject. Did you do CAT as well?
Yes, I also did CAT.
So CAT is a complementary, it's an extra subject. And so Sandile has managed to get 4 A's. Tell us about your A's.
As I got 4 A's, I got 4 A's in the subjects, which are digital electronics, engineering, graphic design, English, and isiZulu.
isiZulu. Yeah. English. Wow. English in our school, to get an A must be good.
Yeah, it was
our school is very strict on the pass. So tell me, what does your daily day consist of? You come home. Do you study?
To be honest, I do not like study to the entirety of the night till I sleep. When I get home pretty late because I live quite far. So like 4:30 to 5, and I arrive there at home, relax, get some food, get my energy back from school. Then I do simple things like my homework. But what I do is that I treat homework as not like simple homeworks of what to do. I treat homework as like something like a test of sort of. So I take it seriously, see what I know and see what I don't know. And then when I see something that I don't know, I try and find it out, focus on that and actually understand what's going on. So, and if I completely don't know after I've tried, then I put a tick on the side and see tomorrow I'm gonna go to the teacher and ask him or her or how to do this.
So did you go to a lot of extra lessons after school?
I didn't go to a lot of extra lessons, but I did go to Saturday after school lessons, after Saturday after classes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's phenomenal. And so you know, quite often when I drive here around in Overport, I see all these learners walking in their uniform. And even when I was teaching at some of the other schools, helping out at Burnwood and those schools on Saturday mornings, we used to sit there. And these learners would all be keen to come in on a Saturday and just work. So that's quite nice. So, Mom, how was it for you as a parent this year? You know, it's very stressful for parents.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, it was me who was writing.
Yes, always.
Yeah, because you look at how they study and the time for them to get rest. It was difficult. It was difficult for them to get that time because they've got so much to finish and they've got so much to study at the same time. Because some of them, they do a lot of subjects, and for them to do all those subjects at the same time, it's a little bit hard. And when you see them doing that, then it becomes a
You
good
feel
thing to
sorry.
see your child studying all the time. Yeah.
And the thing is also, he's got extra subjects and so
Yes.
forth, so it's hard and the pressure. So you just bring the coffee or the
Yes,
water and
yes.
the snacks,
Yes, because you
come.
feel bad. Even
Yes.
if when you want him to wash the dishes, then you be like, oh, okay,
Okay, just pass.
let me just pass. Because you will see the look on his face that, mom.
Yeah, you know what? It's holiday now. Let him wash all the
Yes,
dishes.
yes.
He must wash all the dishes now. And Dad, for you, explain, tell me, how is it for you? It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's difficult. It's difficult because now you have to monitor on a daily basis what the child needs, where he's lacking, and try and fill in that gap.
Yeah.
And some of us, we're not that very clued up with what the subjects that they're doing at the moment, but try and get that information for them so that they can go through it.
Yeah, any support.
Any support that you can get.
Yeah,
Getting an extra tutor or driving him to an extra class,
Yes.
picking him up at night or whatever, so that they can, do what they need to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And last week as well, when I was, the show was about preparing for 2025, for the new school year. And the lady, the headmaster that I was interviewing, she was very, very spot on with some of the stuff that she was saying. And it's pretty much, we cannot do, or we cannot achieve, or a learner can't achieve if there's no parent as well as educators involved. It's a triangle.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It is a triangle, and those need to work together.
Yes. Yeah.
One cannot survive without the other.
Yeah. Did you come to all the parents' evenings to hear whether he slipped up or didn't he slip up?
Definitely.
Huh?
Yes, definitely.
Sorry, Sandile.
Yes, definitely.
His father
We
made
did,
sure.
We did. I remember at one of the meetings, it was your EGD teacher who said, "Oh, I don't know what Sandile sent you here for. I've got nothing to say for him because at that moment he had really done well on his subject."
Yeah.
So the teacher was just saying that, no, actually you must go to the other teachers rather.
Yeah. I always also, when I have these parents and the kid has got an A, and then I say, but why are you here? What is it that you want me to tell you? Your child's good. Your child's good. And he's worked hard. know.
Yeah.
And I think that is what we, as parents, and I always say that, like now tonight, I know that you're here, and I was trying to make it quite special for you now, tonight as well. But you need to take him and buy him a milkshake. I wanted to say
Definitely.
No,
buy him a milkshake with all the toppings and just
Yes.
say thank you,
Yes.
because there are many parents out there, and I'm going to say this, and because I saw faces today. I was working with the matric results. We were doing testimony. I was working with the testimonials. Our school does testimonials for the learners, and there were many learners that didn't make it. And I must admit, and I want to just compliment you, because I did see your science marks, and they were good. They were very good. And I was seeing a lot of the science marks today, and they weren't great. Science was a big thorn in the people's side this year. And the minister last night also, she stated that, that there was a huge reduction in the science results. So, and your results were good. They, it's, I think you would have liked it better, but I think it's still good,
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention it, but it's good, and compared to what I've seen today, and then I did see some of the results, and I did see the 10% and the 20%, and it's, I just think that we sometimes, even if your child passed, and I always say this, I think coming from a remedial background, having a remedial qualification, we need to give credit when credit is due. You know, if your child has done and tried so hard, and yes, they didn't do what they wanted you to achieve, you know, give them the credit. They tried.
Definitely.
How do you feel about that as a parent?
Actually, you know, even us as adults at work, if you don't get that recognition, it somehow discourages you next time that you. So when giving that credit, you're actually acknowledging
Effort.
the effort, and you're also saying to the child, I see you.
Yeah.
You know, and there is nothing greater than that acknowledgement, you know, that gives the child the push.
Yeah.
You know, even us as adults as well, if you don't get recognition for what it is that you have done, it's like people don't see you. You feel like people don't see you.
Or you're feeling like you're just not existing. You know, you're there, but you're not.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I so agree. Mom, and now you've got younger children.
Yes.
Hopefully there won't be any pressure now because brother's done this now.
Hey.
Or does that happen?
They are under pressure. But the other one is small. She's going to be doing grade 4 this year.
Oh, grade 4.
Yeah, and the other one is going to be doing, he's doing grade 7.
Oh, grade 7.
Yes. So
Oh,
the grade
so
7
almost
one,
high
I
school.
think he's the one who's going to be under pressure next year when he goes to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you'll be studying, you won't be, you know, you'll be in a different phase of your life.
Yes.
And
Yes.
mom and dad will be focusing on the babies. So
Yeah.
you'll be doing your little thing.
Yeah.
But so how does it feel now to be done with school?
It just feels weird, to be honest, because even when a normal day, like a normal weekend during school, they're always in the back of your mind. There's always something about school.
Yeah.
Always something about school, knowing like next week something's gonna happen, something is gonna do, some
gotta
project,
do
some
this,
test is
yeah.
gonna prop up. But during the waiting of the results, it was just weird, just uncomfortable, and nervousness was piling up, waiting for the results, and it was an entire different
Mom, you didn't give him
experience.
enough dishes to wash there. I'm sorry, you did not give him enough dishes.
I
there.
did.
You did. No,
I
then
did.
Mom, then maybe he must vacuum and all those kind of things. This mind is definitely was running away with it.
Running away with it.
So, and today, tell me about today. Tell me about this morning. How did you feel about this morning?
Today it was just something out of a dream. It was just something I didn't expect to happen. And I got the call, the invites for me to come there to the ICC. I didn't expect that at all, because I thought about it. I'm like, me during the June exams, during the trial exams, wouldn't have thought of me being here today, this morning. And it was just a whole new experience. Being there, the ICC was just mind-boggling. Seeing the size of the place, how it was so, how can I explain, how it was so set up, because normally just our ceremonies I normally been to is just school ceremonies, simple things, but that one was a grand ceremony.
But
You
it
can
is
see
grand.
that
It's special.
it's a provincial one, and it was
Yeah.
just something, it was just weird. And then when I got the award, I didn't even expect to get that award. I just saw while they were calling me that, oh, this is the award I'm gonna get. This is my results. Oh, and then
So
it
what
was
is the
nice.
award that you got?
The award, I got the top achiever for digital electronics
Digital
in the
electronics.
province.
I just want to state to the listeners, digital electronics is not for sissies. It is very, very difficult. And I like your subject combination, because now you can go into, you know, your electronics, and you can combine that with computers, which is what I did at one stage of my life. I had the electronics and the computers, and I didn't keep up with it because, you know, I became a mommy, and sadly, not sadly, but in the end of the day, my child came first, you
Came
know,
first.
and then the study sort of stopped, and the
Yes.
studies only happened thereafter, sort of on a part-time basis. But in the end of the day, Special, did you take lots of photos, Mom?
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
it did.
Is it?
We had
Yes.
to.
Lots of photos and lots of
Yes.
smiles. and
Yes,
everything.
yes.
A lot
We
of
just thank
smiles.
God for everything. We just
Yeah.
thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like I was saying, we were having a chat outside. It's like when you get your degree at the university and you walk up there and you think it's 4 years or 4 years. It was mine 4 years and sometimes 2 years, depending on what I was doing. You stand there and they come and they tap you on your head there and they now bestow this degree on you. And it is, you walk there and you think, shucks, 4 years of hard work, like for you, 5 years. And you guys, we'll talk about this after the break. You guys were the COVID babies. You were the COVID.
Yes, the
Definitely,
way.
yes. They just got into high school. And
Yes.
COVID.
Yes. So we'll talk about that after the break and we'll see you just now.
Radio Al-Ansar, Durban, 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust. This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Kenfield Auto.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين.
Car won't start.
Kenfield Auto.
Noisy brakes.
Kenfield Auto.
Due for a service.
Kenfield Auto. Kenfield Auto, the answer to all your car problems. Your service and repair specialist for your VW, Audi, Suzuki, Toyota, or just about any vehicle. Kenfield Auto, your RMI and insurance approved workshop to handle them all. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Call us on 031 207 2399. Kenfield Auto.
The chaos and destruction in the Gaza Strip is beyond comprehension. Virtually everyone is displaced, hungry, and in urgent need of life-saving humanitarian support. The Al-Imdad Foundation has been working tirelessly to address the health, nutrition, and water needs of the population. Our hospital, water deliveries, and hot meal programs are made possible with your support. Your donation, big or small, is a lifeline for those in dire need. Help Gaza survive. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
This summer, dine big to win big at Chippewa Spur. Spend 350 Rand or more in store and stand a chance to win prizes worth 12,000 Rand from Hershey Springfield. Prizes include a Rest Assured bed, a DeLonghi coffee machine, and a Kenwood food processor. Enjoy legendary tastes and great wins. Entries close January 13th, 2025. Exclusive to Chippewa Spur. T's and C's to apply. Spur, a taste for life.
The Al-Ansar Foundation, Dawah, Tarbiyah, and Education, establishing the foundations of Islamic civilization in South Africa.
Masi Sondele, Masi Sondele.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Veronica Slavitz standing in for Sumaya, who has just come back from Mecca. She went on her Umrah, her and her family, and I saw the photos and it looked beautiful, the most beautiful photos. And I'm sure she will be able to tell you lots about that next week when she's back. So today we had the matric results that had come out, and I've got a small group here, a little family that has come through from my school that I've asked. And I'm very proud of our Ducks, who's done very well and won an award this morning for digital electronics. That's my department, and I'm quite proud of that department because it's a very difficult section. It is an engineering section. And I have the highest regard for our learners that do very well in this subject or in this section, as well as the other technical sections, because sometimes I think people underestimate the technology. They think, oh, we're just getting our hands dirty. But it's very, very difficult subject. It isn't easy. Am I right, Sandile?
Yes, it's very difficult. A lot of things you need to know and understand.
And it's engineering.
It's engineering.
And
That word alone.
And you know, sometimes people go, oh, but you know, it's a technical, they're practical. No. You need, it's like I always say to the people, you've got to know your driver's license book before you can drive, I suppose. You know, otherwise you're going to crash. If you don't know the rules,
then you have a problem.
You're going to have a problem, yeah. So tell me, you did some chess at school? You played for the chess team, and you guys did very well.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It was playing chess. I played in grade 10, 11, and not much in grade 12. But grade 10 and 11 came there, trials, got picked up, being in the first team, going out in matches all around the school, and we did extremely well.
Yes.
Extremely well.
Yeah.
And especially in grade 11. Grade 11, we totally peaked and beating schools, coming second or first place. Don't remember anymore. But
this year also we came first.
Yes, this year the team did well. I wasn't there anymore. Focused more on academics this year. But I always kept in touch with the team, and they were performing to their best.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes, you know, I think, especially maybe, I think you're very blessed if you can do. I always wonder how can they do, like, be a South African swimmer and still have top results. You know, I just know my own son represented South Africa, and I used to look at how many hours he would train, and then think, how do these people study all this time as well? They don't have a life. It's just training and swimming, or training and studying, and so forth and so forth. So now, tell me, how difficult is it to choose an institution that you want to go to next year? How difficult? Tell me the complications with that. How do you choose?
It's completely difficult to choose where you want to go, because as you're sitting there, you're seeing your results and you're seeing what you're capable of doing. You see all of these things, engineering, architecture, all different types, agricultural, chemical, and you see all of them, and you think to yourself, then I have the capabilities of doing all of them, but now I have to cut down and choose only one specific one and stay there and do it for 4 years and then continue on the mind life. It is quite difficult to choose.
It's daunting, yeah.
It's daunting, especially the financial situations also.
Yeah.
You can't choose to your liking and just believe that everything's going to solve itself.
Yeah, the finances is not easy. I think for many people who are studying part-time, and I've done that a few times as well, where you study part-time because you have no choice, you know, or you are working and you are studying part-time to, I'm wanting to do a PhD, and that is costing a couple of thousand, 40,000. And it's not easy to just generate that kind of money when you're in a family scenario. But you know what? I think in the end, doors will open. I think if you knock on the doors, you've been accepted.
Yes, I've been accepted to some universities.
So you've now the choice is which one, and sort of decide. Because in the end of the day, I just want to also just say to parents, quite often, learners go into a field. I've seen this way too many times, where students and learners go into a field, and then right at the end, then they realize, but this isn't for me. You know, this is not what I wanted to do. Or they're there and they see this field and then they think, oh, but this is tickling my fancy. You know, I'm liking that. What I like about your subject choices that you have there is that you can do the engineering as well as the computers.
Yes.
You can combine that.
That was like a backup plan.
Such a nice combination that.
If anything didn't go well, I had something that would back me up and continue on going to.
So what is your advice now to the youth, the youngsters listening to the radio station tonight? And they sit here and they listen to you and they hear you getting your distinctions and they think, but I don't know if I can get there. What is your advice to that?
My advice to that, it's quite simple, because the main thing that I did to get here was surround myself with people that share the same goals as me.
Great.
Because without them, without my classmates, friends, and peers, I wouldn't be here, in all honesty. Because the competition, the competitive spirit that we had was the main driving force for me to get the distinctions that I wanted. Everyone in class believed that we can pass, but the driving force that made us push was how we wanted to pass.
Yeah.
We all wanted to pass with distinctions, all wanted to pass well, and the competitiveness was on that level of wanted to be number one, wanted to beat you in this subject, wanted to beat you in that subject. So that's the main driving force that pushed me to get to where I am. So if you're striving to be there also, I recommend to just surround yourself with people that you trust and then might push you and share the same goals as you. Because without them, without good teachers, without even discipline with itself, gotta stay disciplined also. Because without discipline, everything wouldn't matter. Even if you have the competition, without you being disciplined, it won't matter. So just keep discipline, surround yourself with people that share the same goals as you.
So today I was listening, somebody was stating that in the school, these learners got like 90s for subjects and they are going to ask for remarks.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, all right, that's good. Okay. Mom, what would your advice be to parents who have learners that that they're pushing?
I think as a parent, you must know your child first, because children are different. And the way they learn and they understand things in class, they are different. So I feel like giving them, giving them guidance and maybe creating like a study, yes, an environment where they can study, and buying them extra textbooks and trying to get them to extra classes, because they really help at the end of the day, they do. So I think that would be a great way to start off,
And
just
you,
to give
Dad?
them extra classes after school. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as Mama says, it's each child is different, and who best to know the child than the parents? So it's to give the support where they see the child lacking, and try and get information on that, and get the child to focus on that.
So communication is vital.
Yes.
I th-
And communication with the teachers as well. Stay in communication with the teachers. Understand how they are at school versus how they are at home.
I think you wouldn't know about this, but maybe you do. My learners, I've got them on an email system. I don't do the WhatsApp on my phone with the learners. I that's my bit of privacy that I have. But I communicate with my parents on via email. So I'd say, like, Peter Pan is lacking a bit this week. I need Peter Pan to just please focus, or this hasn't happened, And the next moment, the kid comes running in there with the stuff because mom has now spoken at home, or mom takes the child's side, and then you're like,
And
it becomes difficult. Or the parents just don't answer. If you email, they don't answer you. If you phone them, I think just from an educator's point of view, I think the appreciation that we have for parents that support us, because I think parents out there, you need to please understand, it is our goal to get your child through the grade to the best of your child's ability.
True.
We push, we will, well, not physically push, but we will push, and we will motivate, and we will do somersaults to try and get your child to do the maximum to their capability. And if it's a 50%, then that is it. And I'm happy with the 50% because I know the child has done their best. And I'm sure that all the teachers that are sitting and listening here tonight is like shaking their head and saying, that's what we want. We want the child to do their best.
Their best.
They don't have to give us A's. They don't have to give us what's happening. We obviously, and then now the whole thing was now with the failures. I was listening today. The director there that was speaking there this morning, he was saying it's about standing up. if you've fallen. You have
Yes.
fallen.
Yes.
They were playing it on the radio when I was driving home, and I thought, it's something I always tell my child: you never give up. You
Yes, you
never
never give
ever.
Mm.
I said to you when I was doing my national diploma, I tried to qualify with an N6, but I failed my main subject, electronics, with 2%. But I was doing N6 on my own. I wasn't doing it through a college. I was doing N5 through the college, and I tried to push to do an N6. And I passed all the other subjects. I passed my computers, I passed my digital, I passed, but I failed my electronics with 2%. And I thought, do I do a remark? And then would it be 50? And it wasn't, it wasn't my best. I felt it wasn't my best. So
Yes.
I qualified with an N5, much to my dismay. I cried because I wanted
You
my
wanted,
N6. I
yes,
wanted to
yes.
finish my trade with an N6. And in those days, many, many moons ago, women never had trade. So I was one of the trendsetters in terms of that. And then the next year, I went back and I redid it and I got my N6. And in the end of the day, I got my national diploma.
Yes.
And that to me was so special, because I had my own challenges. I was trying to be superwoman. I didn't get it done. And I slipped up. And I say this to all my learners. When you slip up, you don't give up.
Yes.
You've fallen, you fell, you need to get up. You need to say, okay, now I made a mistake. And you need to say, okay, let me try again. And you need, I know of a child in our school where he failed matric and went and got a diploma as well as a degree. We had a learner many years ago who failed, I think it was grade 8 or 9. And then I think he failed grade 11. He was 21 when he left school. He now owns a multi-million rand business just down the South Coast. And that is what I love. It's one of my late father's favorite words was the term tenacity.
Yes.
Tenacity.
Yes.
Hanging in there, standing up, going in and fighting.
Yes.
So, Mom, now you're going to have to send him off.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Leaving the nest.
It's a little bit difficult because
He's your
things-
baby.
Yes, he's still my baby because
But you'll always be the baby. Sorry, boy. Always.
yeah, things outside are a little bit different because you meet new friends, you meet new teachers, so you'll be like in a new environment. So
And we still worry, Dad, doesn't we? Don't we?
Yes.
It doesn't
we do
stop.
worry. As a
It
parent,
never
you
ever
worry.
stops.
Mm.
And I think
Worry.
parents can relate to that. With your
Yes.
child,
Definitely.
you never, ever, ever stop worrying.
Never ever stop.
It doesn't
So,
matter what it is that you're saying.
yes,
You
true.
never, never, ever stop worrying about your child.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's all new environment and you don't know if how he's coping,
And you can't
what's
see
the
it.
challenges.
Yes.
We can't see it.
You can't
You know,
see it.
Yes.
Am
And
I
you're
right?
not there to
Yes.
just, nudge
Yeah.
him.
Protect.
So yeah.
Protect and nudge.
Mm.
Hey, but what
But
do
I
you think
mean,
about that?
That's how we grow. That's
I
how
think
we
so.
grow.
If I
And,
think back at my parents when they had to leave me, when I left the nest and go in there and you write your own story now.
Mm.
You're excited about that.
Yeah.
And what would you say to your brothers now and your sister, your brother and your sister?
Brother and sister, there's a lot to say. But the main thing is that to have priorities. Because I know both of them, they want to do so many things. They want to try new experiences, learn new things, and which is amazing because I would admit I wasn't like that when I was younger. But the main thing that I see is that to have priorities, have your goals, know what you have to do now, and know that you have to get it done before you have to do something else.
Mom, what you're going to be saying is, look what your brother did.
Yes.
Look how he achieved this. I want you to do that. So these poor children are living in your shadow, boy. Unfortunately.
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 That's the case.
So, are you going to keep contact with your friends? What happens? Do you know? Do these kids? Do you have your from peers' cell phone numbers?
Yes.
What happens? Do you keep contact with them?
Yes, I still talk to them to this day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, still talk to them to this day. Even when I was there at the ICC, I was literally chatting to them as the event was happening, and they've been telling me about how they got the results, how how they exceeded their expectations and how they didn't reach their expectations, and they were whining,
Yeah.
saying, no, this is not me. I'm gonna get this remark. There's no way. And yeah, it was just
Ma'am, I want to remark. Ma'am, I'm going to remark this. Oh, my boy. Okay. Shame. The one guy, we had distributed photos as well. In all of this excitement, he even lost his photos. So we couldn't find his photos. He put it down somewhere in all the excitement. But yeah, so, but that is a good idea. I'm somebody who loves sort of keeping in touch with the old people. When I say my classmates, I'm still in contact with my classmates. I'm a fossil, but I'm still in contact with mine. And so if that is an advice that I can give you, because you know what, you're going to meet, like Mom says, you're going to be meeting new people when in your new phase in your life, and they're going to have different, and there's contacts, you know, and it's good to hear what these guys are doing, you know, and see what they're doing. I think some good lasting friendships can be built, you know, on this kind of concept.
Definitely.
And so what else can you tell me? What is it that you think you would like to say to the grade 11s going into matric? Besides now getting their priorities and sorting that out, what is it? Because now tomorrow the school starts. Yeah. Tomorrow, all these little grade 1s in their brand new uniform and brand new school shoes, all going to trample out, and there's going to be the tears and all the photos. And I hear the radio stations are getting ready. The grade 11s are going to walk into matric, and then they're most probably going to be in the matric quad and all that. What is it that you want to say to them?
The thing that they should come to school expecting is sacrifices are going to be made, because that's the one thing that I didn't expect to happen. Because when I entered grade 12 myself, I expected it to be somewhat similar to grade 11. So I had the goal. I knew that when I go home, continue how I'm doing, continue doing the things I used to do in grade 11, and then I'll see it or not. But I was mistaken completely. And when I saw the results, and I was like, no, this is way different from grade 11. That's the thing they have to understand, that grade 11 and grade 12, they might seem similar, but when it's time to put in the effort and the work, it's completely different. And what is expected of you is way bigger. So my advice is to be prepared to make sacrifices and be prepared to go all in from the get-go.
From the day one.
From day one, be serious and be serious with your subjects. Know what you want. Make your goals now. Make your goals saying what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and plan it out. If you have proper planning and planning yourself out is how I'm going to achieve this, and what will stop you. What will stop you?
I want to say, you know, as an educator, and I'm sure there's other educators like this as well, quite often after an exam has been written, that these kids are in tears. They walk into my class and they're in tears, especially with the maths and the science.
Sure.
In tears. Ma'am, I didn't do well in this paper. This paper floored me. What do I do? My mom's going to kill me. My mom is going to kill me. And they are crying. You know, it's so tough. You know, it's so tough on these learners. And even sometimes when you work so hard that these learners sometimes slip up, you know. And then today when I saw the results and I saw some of these learners that you have to pacify there, I say to them, see, it worked out. It wasn't the results that you got, but in the end of the day, it is pretty much sorry, there's a question here. Your guest sounds like my colleague, Robert Nyirende. Are you Robert?
Yes.
Oh, you are. Please ask your desk if it's him. Congratulations to his son on his achievement. I'm not surprised. Oh, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Tell me, what is that? Were you also ducks? What happened? Oh, we've got hidden talents here. Talk to me.
No, it's my colleague from work, I think.
Oh, so talk.
He
Let me hear.
sent me a WhatsApp message on my phone
Oh, is
as
that?
we were starting. Yeah.
So why does this apple not fall far from the tree? Tell me.
No, they've seen my son, and because he came to my workplace to shadow some people,
work practice.
work practice. Yes, so they got fond of him, and
that's lovely.
So
but he is a sweetie pie. Anybody in the electrical department is a sweetie pie. What can I say? It is what it is. And so, well done, my boy. Next week we'll have all the other students here. I think Sumaya will most probably sort that out. Mom and Dad, congratulations.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for inviting us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's just such a huge relief that, ladies and gentlemen, even I, as an educator, and I'm saying as a mom, I remember I've now also had 2 boys that had passed matric, although one wasn't mine, but I was sort of surrogate mom. It is very difficult, and sometimes these children don't do what you want them to do, or they don't aspire to your dreams. They have got their own dreams, and they need to find themselves. And normally when they mature and they grow up, they find their own little piece and place in the world. So we need to allow them to find themselves and get their little space in this world. So to all the matrics there that have passed, well done. To the matrics that didn't, please stand up. Please stand up and try again. All the best to the new students for this tomorrow, this next year, academic year. All the best. Work hard and enjoy. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
Masisondele, Pila no tolo, Yelele.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. You can say it once or 100 times or more. You feel at peace inside and it'll open every door. That's the power of remembering Allah. It's the best way to purify your heart. You know you will be loved by the merciful one. 'Cause that's the power of remembering Allah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. So much you can gain just by saying those few words. You can renew your faith and be showered in reward. That's the power of remembering Allah. It's the best way to purify your heart. You know you will be loved by the merciful one. 'Cause that's the power of remembering Allah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, alhamdulillah.